I would literally just hit you and hit you and hit you every play with my helmet in your jaw, trying to injure you.
If you're thinking about starting a pressure washing business, but you want to learn more about the equipment, mixing chemicals, how to clean every surface on a residential job site, property protection, and much, much more, check out the How to Wash course. It'll be the first link in the comment section. In today's video, we're going to be listening to a super powerful snippet from an Inner Circle call that we had last week. And for anybody who doesn't know, that's our closed coaching group, so you're not going to be able to get this kind of content anywhere else. But in it, Aaron shares a mindset shift that if you adopt will not only guarantee your success in business, but also in life as well. And this is one of those videos that you need to watch over and over and over again, especially when you feel down or like you're not catching any breaks, because if you're able to ingrain this into who you are, you cannot fail. Now, if you enjoy this video at any point, hit the thumbs up button for us. And if you'd like to be a part of these bi-weekly coaching calls, private group, and get all the courses that we offer, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I developed this a long time ago, and I don't really know how it came about. It's probably just because I was a smaller guy on the football field. I was like 185, but I started middle linebacker at a 6A school, and we played 4A state champ. I was just mean, all right? It's not because I was fast. It's not because I was big. I was just like, I have an until mindset, all right? And I want to tell you what that means. I will do something until it works, all right? It's not a question for me if. Like, I will force my way into life, and I will do it until it submits. And that's the only way I was able to play, is because I would literally just hit you and hit you and hit you every play with my helmet in your jaw, trying to injure you. That's how I played the game. Just mean as shit, dirty. All right? Like good football. But it was like, that's the mentality I think that guys have to develop on the Facebook ads or on whatever they're doing. It's not a question of if it's going to work. You have to say, no, you're going to submit to me. I'm going to work. It's going to work. It has no choice but to work. And I will hammer this until it works for me, until it pays me the money it owes me. That's how you have to be. You got to be a little dirty. You got to be a little like a little linebacker-ish on a lot of this stuff. Because some guys, they'll run an ad for a week or whatever, or they'll put out, 1,000 flyers in the market, and they'll get like no return or a little return. It's just because you haven't done it long enough. You haven't paid the stupid tax yet. All right. You're trying to learn these Facebook ads, and you've put in $200 and you still don't really know what you're doing. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to social proof it. You don't know how you may not be putting in enough for your market. There may be too much competition. You're not getting any visibility. Okay. But they're going to take your money. So you just need to maybe double the money. Maybe you should test that. What's that going to test? Your courage. That's going to test your faith and belief in yourself, because you're not willing to put double in. So how many people bump up against that wall of faith and belief, and they're not willing to invest the other $200, making it $400 they're spending in a week or in a half a month or 2 weeks or whatever. So they just constantly spend $100 and they don't get any results. And then they want to go, it doesn't work. No, your lack of faith, your lack of belief, your lack of an until attitude doesn't work. You believe there was a choice for the world to give you what you wanted. So you believed it might not happen. No, I don't believe, the core four don't believe that. They will submit, and we will hammer them until they do. Now, some people ain't going to buy right now. I'm going to catch them in a month. They're going to be sleeping on the email, and they're going to get another offer, and they're going to say, dude, my stuff looks nasty. I want you to come clean it. I'm not outwardly facing like this to customers, okay? I'm not like aggressive like I'm talking to you to customers. Don't go be that way. I'm telling you, Aaron behind closed doors, like, is a linebacker, is a lion. I'm not going to submit. Like, I have $100,000 sitting for any motherfucker who wants to take me to court ever. It's ready. I was in court for 6 years. I spent $400,000 in a terrible divorce. And I vowed anyone who wanted to do that to me again will be punished. Whether it's financially, whether it's a cost of their marriage, whatever, mutually assured destruction. That's how you have to approach some of these things in your business. Okay? You're not going to bully me. You're not going to take from me. And they will submit, and I will do an excellent job. I will be on time. When I tell you I'm there at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, baby, I am rolling in the driveway at 9:59. Okay, so you have to have the integrity to back this mentality up. You can't take advantage of it. I think a lot of people, they actually do have the integrity. Like, they're willing to show up on time, but they just don't have the dog on the back end. They don't have this dog I've been talking about for the last 5 minutes. You got to pair the dog up with the mentality of integrity and let those go to work. And if you absolutely tell yourself that the market will submit to your business, I will be the number one. I will rank number one. And everyone else in this market, and look, I wish them good, but I got to have this thing. Otherwise, I can't get out of bed in the morning. If I don't have this attitude and this grit, I don't really have a reason. I like to fight. I like a battle. I would love, if I was in medieval times, I would love that shit. All right? It's just what's in me. It's that little linebacker in me, okay? And so you have to develop this when it comes to your ads, when it comes to your spending on your marketing. Pierce, my brother, dude, he just writes checks, bro. And he's always been that way, even when he didn't have the money. And he was a linebacker too. He just played like 6 years later than me, and they actually won the state championship at the same position. So we're kind of the same person in a way. We're just go, 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 go. And I may lose a little bit learning, but I'm calculating. I'm not losing. I'm just learning. I'm finding the bearings. It's like Cody, when you're shooting, you're getting a group and you're trying to set a scope. You don't quit after like the first 10 shots. You got to keep adjusting. Hey, you keep dialing, and sooner or later, it all starts tightening up. And sooner or later, guys, I will tell you, if you adopt this mentality, you won't miss. And what I mean by that is not that you won't have ideas that don't quite work out. You will be so smart and so versed at this that you will bail out of the ideas that are never going to work. You'll be able to see that. And you'll say, okay, the profit, these things aren't lining up. I'm going to get out. And you just go start something else. You don't hang on like people in the small town, like where we're from. They'll do that shit for 20 years and it never worked. You see? So developing this and investing in what you're doing, writing the check is what we talk about. Having that dog, pairing it up with the integrity. A lot of you guys got to just spend more on your ads. That's it. You just got to be willing, have the belief the market will submit to you. You will pay the tax, the stupid tax, to learn these ads, and you will become great at it. And that it doesn't have a choice. It doesn't have a choice but for you to become great. That's how it has to be. You have to stick your flag in the sand. It's not, I hope to be good. No, fuck, I'm going to become great. That's how you got to be.
It's really like that analogy of the guy digging for gold, right? Like he makes it almost to the gold, but there's like the wall and he quits right before the wall. What if on the other end of more ad spend is larger commercial accounts or like an apartment complex or
it blows
right?
up and your whole thing is full, but you wouldn't spend it.
You wouldn't spend it because you didn't have the
God
faith.
is that way. I think God wants you to have what you want, Justin, but I think he's going to test you. And having the ability to see the test, having the ability to recognize what you don't want to do, because everyone's magic in whatever part of their life, everyone has a different resistance in the thing they don't want to do. And that's the actual key to unlock the whole thing. It's usually about, well, shit, man, I got to go do this. I got to do this. I don't want to spend no more money on ads. Well, that's the growth you need. The growth you need. Maybe it's not even for this business. Heck, some of you guys in 10 years won't even be in pressure washing. But the shit you learned right now in your next business, your next venture is going to allow you to write the check on the front end. You said, no, I learned this 10 years ago, baby. Write that check. Boom. And it all starts running. And it's smooth because you learned it today. You see, you bet on yourself today. All right. So don't think today's the end of everything. Next year's not the end of everything either. It's not the end of your story. All right.